Free. Touch. Yep. Good girl. So we're just going to show you a couple of things that we've been working on. Down. Working on the verbal. Now the sit-up from it down is going to be a little bit difficult for her, but you can use a treat right by her nose. And say sit-up. And get her back. And you can do these little puppy push-ups. Down. Another way to get her up, because if you're practicing downs, for example, you can't say down again. So another thing you can do is ask her to do a different behavior. Touch. Oh, so close. Touch. Yep. Now, I know, that was a little confusing. Touch. So I'm doing touch with 2 fingers like this. Touch. Oh, I know, you want to do your bed. We'll do that next. Yep. So you can do it in, I can't really do it with this finger right now, but touch. Yep. You can put it in different areas. Touch. Yep. You want to be careful that you, like, I just yepped her for open mouth. Touch. Yep. You want to only give her treats for closed mouth touches. Touch. Touch. Connie, touch. And if she doesn't do it, you can take it away because right now, again, she's fresh and new to this. Touch. You got it. You're not doing stays right now. Free. Come on. Oh, too clear. He wants to train too. There's for the barking. I'll get to you in stays. Shush it. So come here. So other behavior that we've been working on is stays, and we've also incorporated stays into her bed behavior. Kai. Are you itchy? A little itchy? Are you a little itchy right there? Are you a little itchy right there? Oh, that's a good itch. That's a good itch. Alright, Kai, bed. So you can give her a treat before going and laying down on her bed. The more treats you give her, the more she'll want to go there, the more she'll want to stay there. So I gave her just 3 treats, and this is a 4th treat and a 5th treat. Now you can start to work her stays. Stay is kind of like a traffic cop, like that, a hand signal. You can also just use the hand signal without saying the word. And start working, different paths, different things to do, like doing little circles. It's going to be difficult for her when you turn your back to her. So we initially started stay, walking backwards, maintaining eye contact, maintaining the fact that, she is doing what she's supposed to be doing. But we quickly turned it into an appropriate stay, which is turning your back to her. Another thing too, as I noticed, is you might have seen, as I was approaching her back, my hand went into my pouch. It's a little bit of dirty training right there. But if you notice that as you're approaching her, she gets up and out of her stay because you went in your bag, don't go into your bag until you approach your dog all the way and then go in and reinforce. Now the other thing we've been working on too is leaving distractions. So this, me going into my bag is a distraction. Me doing this with a food bag is a distraction. So as long as she isn't going for it, she gets reinforced. So I don't want to ruin my stay with her. So if I practice these behaviors or distractions where I drop things and things like that, I want to be sure that I can get to them before she can. I don't want stay to mean, stay there unless something good happens and you want to go and check it out, and then it's a race to who can get there first. So each time I'm giving her these treats, I'm telling her that no matter what happens, stay. No matter what happens in the environment, maintain behavior. So I'll go around and I'll start doing random things. I'll go over here and I'll feed another little dog. And anytime she does break that stay, we would just restart. There is no uhs or no's. So because that was really great of her, I'm not just going to give her one treat for that. It's going to be one treat followed by the second treat, a third, a fourth, a fifth, and a sixth. I want her to realize that, oh, those were all distractions and I didn't go and investigate them. Stay. And I got paid equivalently to the difficulty of the behavior. So anything that you do, like, she maybe wanted to come and follow me upstairs, but I go out of vision for just a few seconds and I come back. And I started that, not like that. I started it with, this is the way that I would do it. And again, she's now being trained in this context. She really understands it. She'll just need to generalize it to your locations as well. So if you see her stay not performing as well as she does in this video, start doing this. Just approximations towards your goal behavior. Before I babble on any further, let me make sure this is still going. Yes, it is. Yeah, you can see everything. Stay. So start to incorporate little weird things that you do. Noises, dropping things, not coming back to her right away, going out of sight. And when you do this type of stuff, very short out of sight, which then stretches into longer. So going back to, so that was about maybe 4 or 5 treats right there. Stay. And I re-cue her, telling her what to do. I tell her exactly what to do after she gets a treat. Some dogs, after getting a treat, they think that their job is over. So the door again, started off by just fiddling with the door handle. Then that turned into opening up a door. If you want to trap a cat, or if you want to get a cat, get an empty box, they'll jump in. If you want to get a dog to come to you, open up a door, they want to go through it. So this is still very much distracting for her. She wants to go and see what's on the other side of the door, which she's never seen before. So reinforce that there's a door open and don't just go bolt through it. Especially outside doors are definitely going to be a lot more difficult. So there I just gave her this hand signal. So, so I played around with this. If this is a front door, I could even start having a fake conversation, which I see my other dog there. Hi, Cleo. Hi. Hi, delivery man. Yes, this pizza is for me. And I'll take the Chinese food too. And you do this little thing. Sometimes you go back to her, sometimes you don't. The more and more odd your training becomes, with one constant: stay on your bed and don't move. Stay on your bed and don't move. The more and more she will get used to weird things occurring. You see, now she really wants to go. So you see, I didn't release her. I was going to continue to do more work. So if she breaks a stay like that, we just get her back. We start over. I wouldn't, really give her the opportunity to go around and start playing. Hi. Hi, girl. Bed. Not good enough. Sorry. And so then you reset. I may change behavior. There you go. Stay. Because she broke her... because she broke it, just like this too. Bed. I'm not going to give her a treat just to go to her bed, right? If that's stay, I may do it in an easy state, just a quick little walk around. I don't want to make it too easy for her if she gets it wrong immediately. I want to stay at a good criteria and consistently try to move forward. If you give her a treat for getting up and moving. So if she were to get up now, stay. Also wanted to make sure that she comprehends the stay, so she's looking at you when you say these things. If she were to get up right now and just do her own thing, and I then asked her to go and lay back down on her bed, and then she were to get a treat, then she can start to get into a pattern or a superstitious chain, or just the idea that if it's getting too difficult, I can get up and do something else, and my mom, whoever, will then tell me something else to do, which then immediately gets me a treat. But this would be an incorrect answer from her perspective. Well, more so, just trying to think of the wording, just like that. And again, that was too long of a stay, too long of me meandering. Hi. I know you wanted to explore. Bed. Kai. So this time maybe I'll incorporate the D-O-W-N into it as well. Kai. Let's see. I know. Kai, come here. Bed. Stay. So if I gave her a treat for that, it would have reinforced everything that occurred before it. So the breaking of the stay and going out and exploring. Now this is setting up a foundation. Later on in your training, stay. What you could teach her is that when you're out and about, you either can listen to me when I ask you to perform certain behaviors, and you get positive reinforcement, you get positive consequences, positive associations. But if you don't, then I will take your little freedom away, or the opportunity to do these little things. So for that example, like she just got up, and I would have done it immediately after she got up. I might have taken her. Oh, let's go. In here. Take her and basically give her like a little timeout. Basically saying that you can either A, work with me and do the things that I ask, or B, if you blow me off and go do your own thing, then you can't be out. This will then set up and again, I'm not saying that she's a bad girl or yelling at her. I don't even keep her in there for that long. It's just there are consequences to behaviors. 3. There are consequences to behaviors. You could either come out and train, bed, or you gotta check it out. Okay, hi, bed. You little stinky stink. Kai. Hi, sweetie. Hi, sweetie. Hi, little love. Is this getting boring? Is it getting boring? Is it getting boring? Can we do just a couple more successful ones? Yeah? Alright, bed. So really I'm working on her understanding the word, but if she's having difficulty, you could also include a hand gesture of pointing to the bed to kind of throw her gaze in that general direction. Stay. And again, use your common tone. Where do you think you're going? No, you're not going to get it. You're not going to get it. Again, I want to be careful right now and not play with her, because then that reinforces breaking the stay, right? Hi, come here. Oh, Kai. Oh, Kai. Bed. Now, if she wants to play, I will play with you on the bed. I will play with you on the bed. I will play with you on the bed. And then, again, increasing the positive association of being with the bed. So she gets her bones on the bed. She gets her treats on the bed. She gets her belly rubs on the bed. Everything amazing happens on the bed. On the bed. On the bed. Not off the bed, but on the bed. On the bed. So this is where it's important to be a stickler for the criteria of body, at least 80% of the body. I want 98% of the body to be on the bed. So her being a little bit off the bed, I stopped playing with her until she got fully back on the bed. You little puppy. You little puppy. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. You're getting a little mouthy. A little mouthy. Alright, okay. So, if we're not practicing the bed, we'll put it away. So I'll try to do something a little bit more fun with her. Hi. Yeah, you. I try to then take her attention away from something I can use a treat in my hand right by her nose. Sit. Alright, guys, come here. Yeah, free. You're free. Sit. There's another thing I can do is just walk around and ask her for sits. Okay, sit. This will also, you cannot over practice sits, but this is a way to, hi, come here. So if I tap my leg like this and then call her over, Kai, come. Actually, the opposite way. Kai, come. Kai. Kai. Come. I know, you would come if you could, Lucky. Kai. Also, coming to call, do you want to be as entertaining as what she's sniffing at right now? Kai. Oh, Kai. Kai, yeah, good girl. And reinforce her for coming with me. I know, Lucky. I know. Down. So if she doesn't perform it, I can move again. Down. But we were just practicing sits. Down. There. Now the reason, you might have noticed she was about to go into a down. I want her to listen to the words, not just start going through her Rolodex of, usually people like me to sit, so I'll go into a sit. And if that doesn't pay, usually down is followed up by that. Well, I want her to be better. I want her to listen to the words, not just kind of be like, oh, okay, we'll go into patterns. So, and again, this will work her mind. You will tire out her mind before you will ever tire out her body. Free. Yeah, there you go. You kind of released yourself before that. So I'll go around and I'll make her think about things. Kai. Kai. Just name recognition. Sit. And if she does that, we'll move. Kai, over here. Sit. And then I'll help her with a hand gesture. Kai, come here. Down. And get her really to start to understand those differences. Come. Yeah, you're free. Kai, come here. You're good. I know, we've been practicing stays. You're a rock star at stays. Free. Come here. Come here, it's okay. Free. You can come. So she doesn't really understand the word free yet. She's like, no. We've been working with distractions. So incorporate free into your releases. Work with stays a little bit down. And like you'll say free and she'll do that, but encourage her to get, what is this pose? All right, free, come here. Hi, come here. Okay, well, can we go see? No, I'm not gonna reinforce that. What am I doing? Hi. Free. Over here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Look at you moving around. So you can incorporate a couple things. Kai, touch. Yep. Touch. Yep. Or using the clicker. Touch. Again, try to only reinforce the closed mouth. Touch. And if you really want to be a stickler, she touched me here. And I would not click that. I would only click that if I really cared. Touch. I would also try to give her that part of the body first. Touch. Kai, you little stink. That's also different. It's a little bit limited with working only with my non-dominant hand. Kai. Yeah. What are you doing? What are you doing? Kai. Puppy, 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 puppy. Oh, puppy, 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 puppy. Yeah. I know, Lucky. I'm sorry. I know you'd be underneath my skin if you could. Down. So you can incorporate. I just want to show a combo. I get it, Lucky. Just shush. Lucky's a big talker. I've known him since he was about 8 weeks old. Touch. Yep. Touch. Yep. Over here. Touch. Down. Combination. Right after she touches her nose, you can offer another behavior. It's called chaining. Touch. Sit. Down. 3 behaviors. So again, you can go into a little bit more advanced stuff once she gets it, and you can even pay for it. So rather than getting 1 treat, she got 2 treats. Touch. Yep. Don't constantly make her do more and more, or you'll start to notice the behaviors falling apart. Kai. Down. And you're noticing too, I'm not repeating myself, I'm waiting her to perform the behavior. Kai, touch. And if she doesn't do it, moving it away, maybe coming back to her. Touch. Yep. There you go. Kai, come here. Oh, my sweet lady. My sweet lady, she's tired. She's tired. I gotta be careful with the baby voices. I think it upsets him. Kai, come here. Let's go say hi to your mom. Kai. Kai, come here. So, right now, what's happening? You sweet, sweet girl. We've been doing some intensive stay training. In the sense, intensive, I mean like we've just been working on stays for a while. So she thinks that stays is like thebomb.com. So that's where, Kai. She's like, oh, so many sniffs, you don't let me out here. It is because you're also potty training. Kai. Yeah, you goose. You're done, aren't you? You're done. Alright, can you just come here? Can we just say hello to your mom real quick? Just to say hello to your mom. Just so she can see your beautiful face. Just so she can see your beautiful face. There she is. Who's that? Down. The other dogs are trying to break in. They're all jelly. You're free! You're free, you're free, you're free! Alright, Kai, this way.
I know, you're not getting anything for barking.
Kai! Yeah, thank you. Thank you, that's for me. How'd you go? How'd you go? Yeah, this is Lucky. He's a big old goof. You big old goof.